Welcome to the Chasing Ebenezer Show. This is a show where we talk about stuff, play you some music, and encourage you to be creative. This season, we are exploring the art of being human. We want to say thank you to our patrons who support us each month. If you want to know more about that, visit us on patreon.com/Chasing Ebenezer. For more information about our musical endeavors, visit chasingebenezer.com. We hope you enjoy the show.
Well, welcome to the Chasing Ebenezer Show. We are new to some of you. We are back for others of you. And we are just so excited about what we have this year for you. And I am Heidi. And I am here with Benjamin. We are in our Portland apartment where we have spent pretty much most of
these episodes we've been doing this. Yeah, we've spent a lot of time together.
I know, and so we're just really excited that you would join us, and we hope that you are encouraged to be creative, to share your art, to not worry about being perfect in your art, that you just enjoy life and let creativity be part of it.
Yeah, and hopefully we can be a part of that journey. So for those of you who have watched our previous 2 seasons, which you can go on YouTube and watch those, the Chasing Ebenezer Show, this season's going to be a little bit different. First thing is, we're going to be moving into the podcast world as well. So we have these videos that we'll continue to release on YouTube and Facebook and Patreon. But you'll also be able to tune in on Spotify and listen to them on your morning commute. Because watching YouTube videos in your car while you're driving, not the safest thing in the world.
Yeah, no.
So that's different, and we've got one theme for this year.
We do, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. But we are going to focus this year on the art of being human, and we believe that we are experts at this.
Yes,
because we are about as human as you can get. No robots here. So yes, we've elected ourselves to talk about this for that reason. Makes us experts. And there's something else different. There's also going to be, even today, you can log on if you want to pause the video. We are going to have a worksheet every episode so that you can start your own creative journal for this season, a creative workbook.
Yeah, that's so good.
I think it's pretty good.
This is going to be great.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
Exactly.
I'm excited. Well, and I'm aware that there are people that probably don't know us, so
most of the people in the world have
no
clue who we are.
Unless you are in community with us. So this is my beautiful, beautiful wife of 17 years. This is Heidi Beth. She is a violinist. She is a singer-songwriter. She is a painter.
I am.
Yes.
What's my favorite movie?
Singing in the Rain.
Whoa! Good job.
That's right.
Good job. Yes, and you, Benjamin, Christopher, are the older one in the relationship. You are the elder.
This is true.
You are a cat man.
It borders on mental illness.
You love to watch murder movies and shows
and true crime.
Yeah, exactly. You are so talented, and so if you don't know who we are, we've been playing music together since 2000. Oh man. That's a long time.
Yeah, since 2000. 21 years.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And we've done various music things, but we do front the band Chasing Ebenezer.
Which you can go check that out on Spotify.
You totally should check it out. Check out music videos. Our band is amazing, but we also do duo stuff. Yeah. So that's how we met. We met playing music. And what else should people know about the show, or should they know anything other than we have an amazing Patreon community who supports us and helps support the show? And
yes, they make that happen. So if you want to get in on that action, you can go to patreon.com and choose whatever dollar amount you want to continue to support us, and you will get perks out of that.
Yeah, so that's our plan for the show this year, is to talk about every week about a new aspect about being human. We've got a worksheet and art prompts for you to do, and then we'll also play you a song at the end of every show.
Yeah.
That's the plan. So,
That's the plan.
Anything else before we dive in?
No, I think that covers it.
Okay,
All right.
Here we go.
So the topic of being human. It's an important topic. We thought this was a really important topic. We've been thinking about this for a long time. So why do you think this is an important topic for us to talk about, especially with creatives?
Well, I think that it may not have been a conscious thought, but I guess I, for quite a long time, had just felt like I could almost achieve this superhuman, like, I am a perfectionist robot achiever. I can do everything. I cannot screw up. I cannot fail. I should be able to have this all figured out. And I think this happens to a lot of people as they grow up, go to college, or just are alive. They think, I should be able to, I have these dreams, I have all these things I want to accomplish, and I need to be kind of, what's the word? Like, I can't be broken down. I can't be...
You need to be strong.
Sure, that's...
You need to be...
nothing can...
Take over the world.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so, quite a few years ago, it can become a terrifying reality when you start to realize, I can't do everything. I need help. I am not the person that I thought I would be. But then you slowly start to realize that a lot of people feel that way.
Yes.
And then you have to accept yourself, like, okay, I wasn't created to be a robot. I wasn't created to be a superhuman person. Those are like comic book stories and movies and
which
things,
are great.
Which are awesome. Who's your favorite superhero?
Batman.
By the way. Okay. Those are awesome, but those aren't reality.
Yeah.
And so accepting your own humanity, your own limitations, I see more and more that that's the very essential thing that I can do in order to love others. Because the harder you are on yourself too, then it can be, this is nothing new, that it's hard to accept weaknesses in other people. We become judgmental. We expect, have unreasonable expectations of them, and shame and failure and blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna clearly this is a huge topic. We're gonna talk about this a lot. And so I think just accepting the reality of I was not created to be, is it unhuman? Is that a word?
It
unhuman?
Is now.
It is now. If it's not a word, this is who we are. We are humans, and so that was kind of my few thoughts so far on being human. What about you? Why do you like to talk about being a human?
I think that we are so hard to impress as people. We're looking for big bank accounts, big houses, lots of likes and lots of attention, that we forget the ordinary things that are around that are just amazing if you really stop to think about it. You think about our bodies, you think about breathing, you think about water. We have a lot of plants in this house. And I just think about that, and the fact that, if you stop to think about any one of those things, you can be totally amazed.
We saw wild bunnies yesterday walking. It was
amazing.
I know, we become these very embarrassing humans when we see cute little animals, and we have to...
I'm pretty sure most animals that see us out,
they
think we are crazy.
They want to get away from us. Yeah, and I think that's something, too, that's become especially clear to so many of us during the COVID pandemic just how much we miss out on in nature, how insanely busy our lives have become, and we've really forgotten some of those just fundamental beautiful things about being alive because we're so focused on achieving and all that. So
yeah. And so our hope for this year especially is that you would be able to create from a place of being okay with being ordinary.
We don't want to be ordinary.
Well, no,
though.
and
we want to be extraordinary.
And this is the thing. Ordinary is such a dumb word because it communicates that it's less than, and it's not. Yeah. I think that we keep ourselves from creating because we feel like we have to be amazing.
That's true. Well, I think that I think it was after I read Natalie Goldberg's book, Writing Down the Bones, I think, or I can't remember if that was when, that how much I'm terrified of a new notebook. Like, I love new notebooks, but I am so terrified to start it because I don't want to ruin the blank page with crappy words, so I'll just sit there not using this beautiful notebook because I don't want to screw it up, and which is just, you can get a new notebook. I mean,
you know what my issue is? I subdivide my life so much that, like, if I start journaling and then I take a long break and live life and feel changed and I go back. Well, no, I feel like, I need to start a new notebook before finishing the other one because all the other stuff was dumb compared to all of my amazing knowledge now. So we have journal dysfunction, don't we?
Yeah.
It's a very real thing.
And I think there's the fear of that I'm not going to have what I need in the future. Like, there's some art supplies I have that are so beautiful, and I'll put off using them because I don't want to use them till I'm certain that I'm going to create something awesome with it. And so you miss out on play.
Yes.
Because you're afraid that what if those supplies aren't going to be there when I might want them again, or there's just so much fear, but then that just hinders you from actually creating and being okay with imperfection.
So we're hoping this year that we can get help from you.
This is our own coaching year of
to be okay with being imperfect, with being ordinary, because we still struggle with that, and we hope to do the same for you.
So we confess we are human and we need permission. We give you permission. We're giving ourselves permission to not be perfect and to create and further discover what it means to be a human. Okay, now we get to give you some prompts, some questions. This is where, if you want to use that worksheet, that awesome worksheet that I made you, this would be a great time. So get a binder or a folder if you want to keep all these things. And so there's a couple questions this week, and the thing every week that we really want to encourage you, like, to reflect back on is how I noticed my humanity, or how my humanity was really obvious. So that's like a question every week that is something we'd encourage you to journal about or to write about. So I'm going to actually answer that question before I go into some of the worksheet questions. Well, I noticed my humanity definitely in that it is definitely plays out. I have PTSD, and it's the anniversary season of my mom passing away, and I could just feel my whole body. It's a little bit better today, but my whole body was just didn't feel good, and I think I was probably I'm not a therapist, definitely not, but I'm pretty sure I was just having like body memory and just flashback type pain, and I hate that. I hate the fact that my body doesn't always do what I'm telling it to do. That just felt very weak to me, And so I'm sure I looked quite weak to you, too. You can say yes.
No, I really respected the fact that you were recognizing it, and instead of trying to act like it wasn't there, you acknowledged it and kind of went through it. So I honestly really respected you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I honestly haven't had time to even think about it. So I do not have a genius response. I'm going to settle for being ordinary. And delay my answer for the next episode.
Sometimes part of being human is having nothing brilliant.
I have nothing brilliant to say.
There you go. Okay, so here's one of the questions that we'd love for you. And these are all, you can answer the questions. You could journal about them. You could create something based on the question. So we don't have rules for you about this. This is to be your...
We have ideas.
We have ideas. This is to be your art journey. So, what does being human mean to you? And how does just that question, how does the thought of being human, what emotional response does that trigger in you? Benjamin, why don't you answer for
Well, it's so
friends?
weird that I associate being human with being weak. I know that's not true. Well, it's true, but it's not the only answer.
Well, and is being weak a bad thing?
Ooh.
Ouchie, ouchie.
You're either going to love or hate these questions. But no, that's usually when I think about human, I think about the limitations and not the possibilities.
Yeah, it's interesting too with technology and stuff, I guess. For some reason, I'm thinking about like 2001 Space Odyssey, or just some of those Android movies with androids, being human. It's not being a robot. And yet so many areas, it's like I think I should achieve that. We kind of already talked about that. Okay, so now maybe being human, not being human yourself, but how do you feel about the other humans around you in your world or in your personal life? Because, we may have our own thoughts about our own humanity, but how about others' humanity?
Yeah.
Especially the ones who are bothering us and annoying us, and we don't agree with their opinions or their beliefs. So...
yeah, it's almost like this idea of being human can be something that disconnects us from ourselves and our ability to create, and disconnect us from one another. Or it could be the very thing that unites us, because really that is the thing that we all have in common. Right?
As far as I know, I don't know that I have any friends who are androids or any acquaintances who are androids.
If you are, please let us know.
If you are, I would love to know about that. And I think it's very easy to dehumanize people that we don't agree with or that we're upset with, and we'll do everything we can to not acknowledge, they're at the end of the day, yes, there's personal responsibility, all that. At the end of the day, though, we are all of us humans. Yeah. And so, just interesting thoughts.
Those are very interesting thoughts.
And it's interesting, one of the things that really brings people together is singing. People from different spectrums, unity can come about when we sing. Yeah. And we've had to limit a lot of that during the pandemic.
Which is musicians, that's been really hard.
Yeah, it has been hard. But
really hard.
So doing art with people is a really interesting way to either get really upset with them or to be really bonded. So
yes.
So those are a couple things. Check out the worksheet. Do some journaling.
Buy a journal just for this. Yeah. And
a new one.
Use your most expensive art item and draw a stick figure. So you just come in with being okay with being ordinary.
Yes. So, do you have any other thoughts?
No, I think we're gonna do a song next. Is the
next thing. That's what I hear from you.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
from you.
So this song that we're gonna do is a song called "Enemy." I wrote it a little while ago, and it's really about learning to see from another person's point of view.
So we hope that you enjoy that and that you will share with us what you're creating. Thanks to all of you audio listeners.
Yes.
That's a cool new thing that we're doing. And, I just spaced. I was going to say something and I totally forgot what it was. So we can always pick it up next episode
That's right.
If I remember.
I'm feeling your humanity right now.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was going to say. So, there you go.
There you go.
Check out the worksheet on Patreon. Thank you to all our patrons. We so appreciate you. Here's Enemy, and we love you and your creativity. We love your humanity, and we will see you next episode.
That's right. All right. Bye. Lost inside my own point of view. Say I wanna see you outside the wall between black and white. Scales fall to second sight, second sight. Lately I have had the notion none of us is frozen in time, swimming in a big sea of emotion, tossed about from side to side, side to side, side to side. And I'm drowning, take my hand, I love you, want to understand. You are not, you will never be. You are not my enemy. You are not, you will never be. You are not my enemy, enemy. I shrugged you off, held your tears at bay. I filled the void with what I think you would say. There's too much here where to begin. Gotta let it out to let you in, let you in. And my privilege has been the plank in my eye. Now I want to see it from your side. You are not, you will never be. You are not my enemy. You are not, you will never be. You are not my enemy, enemy. I thought I had you figured out, and I shut the door on all my doubts. But now I see you in real time. Swimming in your point of view, for the first time seeing